I think that the weekend showed the power of the creative arts in a very, very resounding way, where he held a birthday party stroke concert, Shatta Fest, in partnership with MTN. And I think that from all we've seen with the numbers, clearly he has a strong following, and Ghanaians are really looking for. The market is there for this type of entertainment if it's done properly. Of course, there were issues with managing the crowd because of the sheer size, and whether you even need to think of an event venue. But this was beyond a venue, and I think that what it shows is that there's a lot of money to be made in the orange economy if the right partnerships are formed. Because Shatta is an iconic figure. He's loved in the streets. MTN supported with their money. And you can see the result of this. So I think the question for us as a community is, what do we do with such a brand? Managing his excesses, but also making sure that we can drive the right type of national recognition with it. You remember a couple of weeks ago, the foreign minister gave diplomatic passports to 5 persons. The guys in the orange economy are really important for us. The other point is that we've been complaining about things not moving in the economy. The month of December is a big month for Ghana because we get a lot of visitors who come in to see musicians. They come and see performances. They come and take looks at our hospitality and our tourism. I think that using the Shatta Fest as an entry point, hope the government can prepare, the system can prepare for the numbers. So, for example, what are we putting in place so that if people come in for the December concerts, they will not have a bad experience, that our Airbnbs and hotels are competitive and up to scratch, that our tourist sites are up to standard, that people will actually spend hard-earned dollars in the economy to create jobs. Godfred, you know that the orange economy globally is a massive economy. And a lot of times we sort of calculate economic development from maybe factories and who they employ. But we forget that the gig economy and the music and the fashion and the arts are also legitimate income earners and can actually boost economies. Yeah. So I don't know if you monitored the Shatta event. I don't know if he charged money for it.
I don't know if he did as well, but I was in town. I had a couple of rounds to make, and one of them took me through that part of town on Friday when they were doing the build-up. I didn't even know, it was cooking until I got there and I saw that, the whole place was packed. This was Friday, and then only to be told that Saturday was probably a whole different level to it. And I'm just thinking, looking at the conservative estimates of the crowd that passed through the event, whoever was dealing with selling water, selling bits of food, whatever it is, the informal economy, small traders in that arena probably would have made a killing. I don't know what the security levels were like though, because we have heard complaints about the security could have been better in some regard in terms of crowd control.
No, the MTN mobile money organized a cashless market as part of the Shatta Fest.
Okay.
So they actually announced that 70 top tier vendors will be around, giving 20% discount on goods and services. People could win different things, and they basically tied it into the Shatta event.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So on the commerce side, I think MTN cashed in. If
it worked, but I'm also saying that we also know Ghanaians, because of how we still operate, people still like their cash.
Oh yes,
you understand.
Yeah.
So your Nkosiani Meko seller who was there that day, selling around the place, because it wasn't like the people were all within the enclave of the Independence Square.
No, they were all over.
So everybody.
How about online?
On that day, I don't think it would have really paid off. It was just hard cash, But at least it showed, like you're saying, the power of the sector. And I think it's something that the country has been building on. If you look at what we've been doing with our December and trying to grow the space properly.
I didn't see or hear any traffic control announcements.
Build up to it, yeah.
I wasn't there, so I didn't know the level of police presence. I didn't know the car parking arrangements. I didn't know the food vendor arrangement, because this is the way I see it. Once you're going to have a concert of these tens of thousands of people,
Yeah.
The city must be involved so that we can optimize the benefit and calculate it better.
Yes.
So it may seem as if fine, MTN was there to do their thing, but maybe, as you say, somebody come and sell Kusiani Meko or whatever. I always talk about when I go to advanced societies to watch big events. Maybe 3 kilometers to the event, you can't even drive a car. It's barricaded. And then you start seeing people selling food at specific places who are licensed vendors. Then people are selling paraphernalia who have been given specific. Of course, because of the kind of person Shatta is and its informality, he'll probably say just open it up and let people enjoy, let them have fun. But you see,
but the real growth lies in formalizing it, even if he doesn't want to.
Yes, we don't want to just have a big party and go home. We want to be able to say that after this event, this number of people benefited, this type of thing happened. This is one of the reasons why we don't develop well. We don't measure anything. Because the size of the people who came, Akuto, this morning we should be talking about a 300 million CD concert or something of that nature. But there's nothing like that. And you see, for me, if the public discourse keeps going around, oh, Shatta did a big concert, hey, he has power, oh, hey, he's good, oh, you know, we have to find a way of distilling the insights and use it in our economic planning, so that in December we can do something more.
Quickly on that, and it's the power, and it helps the act himself if this is done. You know, there's something called Taylonomics, which deals with the power of Taylor Swift. And I recall 2 countries she's been in where basically what you're saying is what was done, because when she went to Japan, they were able to say, look, for the 3 days that she was in Japan, this was the value of the concert to the Japanese economy. And based on that, there have been economic articles that have spoken about the economic power of a Taylor Swift concert to a country.
Exactly.
The value of getting Taylor Swift to perform in your country. So now you have countries that actually invest in saying, Taylor Swift, come. Because for the 3 or 4 days that she's there, roughly $300 or $4 million is moving through that economy. The same thing happened in Brazil, for instance. And perhaps it's also the reason why she gets paid what she's paid, because the people that invite her know her value. So perhaps you are right. It's time we start being able to put value to these things, where Shatta can say, look, I put 200,000 people here.
So he may even do a free show, but attract sponsorship to pay for it in a way that can also create advertisement opportunity.
And it translates into value.
Because there's something called the attention economy. If you're watching the EPL or you're watching the Super Bowl, because everybody's eyes are fixated on one specific thing, there's a lot of money to be made. I'm not sure how we monetize it. So I am commending him for a big concert, but I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to take it to the next level.
Okay. I just want to add, and I certainly agree with Godfred and yourself on making money out of it, the value we can bring out of these kind of events. I think that we need to see Shatta Wale as a cultural export as a country and invest. And this will require the Ministry of Tourism, the GTA, investing in him as a cultural export, a product, because he's known everywhere. I was in Zanzibar, and I asked the tour guide, who do you know from Ghana? And the first person he says is Shatta Wale. But he said it with his accent, so he says Shatta Wale. But that's the extent of his brand. And I think that we need proper PR global management for the likes of Shatta Wale, because they have strong brands that can, become cultural exports, and then we can tap into the value from that.
The thing with Shatta though is that you can't control him, so he's
enigmatic.
Yeah, so he definitely is ticking the box you mentioned though. But my concern, for example, the foreign minister gave diplomatic passports to 5 people who you can say all earned it. Rocky Dawuni is on almost all the stages globally, but he doesn't have the same pulling power as Shatta. Okay. Then you had Bodemai and Co. The thing with Shatta is that it's not difficult. It's not easy to. You can't control him, and he derives his power from the people.
I understand
so if you're going to, I want to say that he's built it himself.
Yes.
I'm not sure how
He's built
how
it
the
himself, but-
system can manage him, because
But whether we like it or whether he likes it, he's an ambassador for Ghana. I think that
Yeah.
on either side, on whoever is going to manage and he himself, once the bottom line is the value we are bringing, something has got to give it.
No, I agree
Either
with
side
you.
has to
No,
understand
you're right.
that.
We have to call him for a conversation. Shatta, following last weekend's event, can we have a conversation again? Because you don't attract that level of love and loyalty and support across all strata of society for nothing, right? And his authenticity and his, how do I even put it? He's real, okay? And a lot of people see him as he's a real person. He's not fake. He's not a pretentious artist, and therefore they can relate with him. He speaks from his heart, and he actually works on his craft.
Yeah.
His songs are actually very, very good, very singable as well. So I agree with you. He is a national asset that must be managed. Let's like we manage our gold and cocoa. And you know the thing I like, the song sounds so simple.
They call me for my
And when somebody makes something that sounds simple, it tells you a lot of thought has gone into it. Because everybody can sing the songs. Like ha ha, Shatta Wale can like kakai. I say, what is that? For somebody to do a song that everybody can sing, he's thought a lot about it.
Yeah.
So, and we don't credit our cultural geniuses enough. We think of intelligence as Einstein and Professor Kominini. Charlie, somebody who can move a nation's mood.
Appeal to our emotions.
It's creative intelligence. It's powerful.
Yeah.
It's powerful, right? If he can harness it in the right way. Imagine if Shatta decides that he's going to do a campaign against drug abuse or something. He decides that he's going to tell young people in Ghana to do something. Imagine how powerful it will be. Or say anti-electoral violence. He said, I'm Shatta Wale, and I'm saying, like the way Bob Marley sang One Love during the gang fight in Jamaica. If Shatta Wale says, okay, you know what, election 2028, I stand for peace, and so any candidate who moves young people to go and fight, I'm not going to support them. Do you know how powerful that is going to be? So I really hope, in reflecting on what he's done this weekend, he begins to think of himself beyond just the music into becoming a positive role model for young people, because the power is undeniable.